who martyrs do. And when somebody fights for your country and they get a Purple Heart and they're one of two who only comes back from a whole battalion of soldiers that comes out alive, that's quite a feat there. I saw on Joe's wall, there's 400 soldiers, 500 soldiers there, and he is one of two of those men that made it out alive. How many of you have heard of the Battle of Hamburger Hill? Yeah, we remember that. Some of us do. That was a devastating time in American history for our soldiers over in Vietnam. Joe was sharing with me earlier how when they first got there to Vietnam, there was supposed to be a ceasefire, but it turned out to be kind of a dirty trick, because once they got on the scene, Viet Cong began to fire on all of the soldiers everywhere at one time. So they stepped into a position of chaos and bewilderment, and it was in a state of shock. All these soldiers were, and many of them, many lost their lives. Brother Joe, I say, when it's one of two who made it out alive, and you said, well, that's great that you made it out alive. It is, but you know what? Sometimes we also have survivors' grief as well, and that hits us whether you lost somebody or you were one that was survived. We know that he survived because of God's grace. God had a purpose on his life and kept his hand upon him for that purpose. For what? I don't know. I'm sure that maybe he's questioned that as well over the years. But one good thing about it is he's been able to share with us, and he's able to be here with us, and we can rejoice in what God has done in Joe Priest's life. And we're so blessed to have you in our membership here, Joe. You are truly a blessing. I sit there and listen to this dear brother a few weeks back and just was in awe. And it just really grabbed my heart. And I thank God for men like this that were willing to go and lay it all on the line. Talking about truly, I know he'd say no, but truly American hero. There's one right here. And talking about bravery, I can't even begin to fathom the fear that every soldier felt on that day. But he pushed through that fear and continued to fight. And I thank God for this man right here. And we're blessed to have him a part of our membership, our fellowship right here. And not only has Brother Joe carried a lot of this with him throughout the years, but also his wife, Faye, because she's been the caregiver of a survivor of Vietnam. And we're so grateful that Faye has been there right beside him and been the helpmate that Joe needed to keep him going and helping him take one step at a time and press forward. And so we're grateful for your precious wife, Joe. And we just want to say thank you for your service. We have, there's some ladies that begin to work on something special here. Where are you? Who helped me? Sue? Yeah, you're called out. Who helped work on this?
Kim and Janice.
Kim and Janice? Okay. Would you like to come up here and present this to him? Will we do it, or you do it? You made this. I think it's quite a blessing to see what you ladies have done. We see the red, white, and blue colors. They personally began to make this for you. It's personally handmade for Joe. I'll help hold it out with you, and we can see what this looks like.
Half of it, if you want to.
Half of it. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So we want to present this to you, Joe, and
I'll let you finish that.
Danny is here. He's going to share a few tunes here on his flute today. Stay right here. You go back and have a seat either way, okay? We're so glad that you're here.
Well, only God's grace